It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play.
He's heating up!
East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play gang gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas ain't using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, Global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I want you to attack. I want you to visualize and then attack. Can you handle that?
Yeah.
Movements are created for oppressed and marginalized people.
It's like Harry Potter. If Harry Potter was black and had a septum piercing.
Fatphobic as fuck.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Wall normal.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 2255 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexing on all you.
Fucking Catalina wine.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine.
Let's get this beard in full focus HD. How are we doing, fam? Welcome to the show. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share the stream, because we are live on every platform known to man. Check out the links down below for all the live stream platforms most people watch on YouTube. But of course, you could bang your ear holes anywhere you like to slam your cock, any podcast app, everywhere. We are here. And we are fresh off an overtime segment yesterday. It was lit. That was fucking great. That was great. So if you missed it, it's available now inside Swole TV. If you missed yesterday's overtime, bonus for members only. Just another amazing benefit of being a Swole Fam member. Join today, swolenormousx.com. Overtime was awesome. So go catch that replay if you did not catch it originally. Another couple announcements. We have an accountability meeting for members, of course, Monday, July 11th. So Monday's episode is private. It's a live call. So join the fam today. That way you don't miss a single live stream, because otherwise you're going to miss us on Monday. You don't want to miss the fam. You don't want to miss the fam. You don't want to miss the fam. Join us Monday, July 11th. We got some new releases. We got some nice Swole Fan posts, but brand new releases for X. And of course, it's just the best way to start your week. So do that with us. And of course, tomorrow's episode is the Ask Papa Swolio Live Sunday Funday Q&A. So of course, we take questions every single day, but tomorrow, all we do is take questions. So make sure you're there for that. All right. Time to get today's party started. How are we doing? Let's introduce the fam. Let's see. Pandemonium, Katarina, Mark, Shannon, how we doing? Kim, Alyssa, Loretta, Cerny. We got Heidi in the house. Congratulations on that Swole card. We got Julian. We got T-Cap. We have, let's see, Dawn, Lacey, Luciano, Christopher, Nick. How we doing? Everyone, let's get that nut busted. We got a great show today. Let's not waste any time. Let's fucking go. Summon the Falcon. Falcon. That's what I'm talking about. Bingo. Bingo. All right, hashtag Swole Slut for a chance to win today's Swole card. Drop down the comments down below. You might want to use hashtag SSS because it's Swole Slut Saturday. And you know, if you put Swole Slut, you might get banned. I know.
You switch the samples.
I know, it doesn't make sense to me either. It's just words. And of course, we take it as a compliment. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to be a filthy Swole Slut. You want to be a filthy horse Swole Slut. You do. You do. It's a good thing. But YouTube and Facebook might be like, you're harassing people. So drop that hashtag SSS or use the whole thing Swole Slut. I don't personally care. Maybe they're going to be like, you know what? They do this every single Saturday, so maybe it's a normal thing. Just drop that in the comments down below. All right. Now, that being said, let's get into today's tip, shall we, fam? Come on now. Drum roll again. Moisturize. Gotta spit on it. Babe, just an inch. Respect. Just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh, respect the tip. Oh, respect the tip. All right. First Swole Fam post of the day. We're going to kick it off with Annika. Let's see what we got here. Sleep time yoga was a success for my nephew, who's now asleep early, and it chilled me out. My niece couldn't get into it, so mom has the fussing 2-year-old to deal with. They both are super excited about doing a leg workout with me tomorrow morning. How's that for Fef with little people? Have a swole day, cutting off my Wi-Fi now so the buzz doesn't keep me awake. Good for you. Get your kids involved. Goddamn right. Get your chillin' involved. Get them involved. All right. Now from our Swole Fam discussion boards, we got a post here from Dawn. This is fucking deep. This is legit. Hey fam, just added my P3S3, that's Papa Swolio's signature series, number 3, execute more card to my Swole wall and had to stop and reflect on the abundance of Swole positivity from the last few years. I pulled down my very first Swole card so I could check the episode number. It was 1343. Wow, good. That's 1343. That's almost 1,000 episodes ago. We always talk about putting your blinders on and working, building your foundation one brick at a time, and sometimes it's hard to see the progress made. At the time I won this very first card, you told me in 900 days that I would have completely revamped my lifestyle and every aspect of it. It would have the 7 pillars as the core of everything I do and every decision I make. I would tell you to lay off the whiskey sours because that shit's crazy. No one can be that disciplined all the time. Well, here we are. And I can now proudly say that I hit up my redneck home gym every day to smash a workout or yoga, follow it up with some brain gains meditation, get good quality sleep, eat only the basic menu of food items that serve my body and overall gut health, and I keep my social circle tight. Some days it's super easy, and other days I have to remind myself not to be a beige and just go to the fucking gym. Thankfully, I have these killer Swole cards as a reminder that I have worked too hard to let myself slack off now. And I know the Swole fam will be there to slap me across the tits if I do. Hashtag consistency and Swole for life. Let's fucking go. That's fire. That's a fire post right there. Look at those beautiful P3S3 cards and P3S cards. Look at that. Counting gains. You got execute more. And of course, the first one, Swole for life. 1343. 1343. Are we going to go around and start posting pictures, everyone flexing their Swole cards? Some people will be like, I never won a Swole card. They're going to get jealous. Don't get jealous. Don't make people jealous. Post them up. I love sharing them. All right, we got a little meme here. This is fire. This is obviously an edited meme, but TCAP posted this. I'll take this over any expensive night out. And it shows, a couple watching a TV. And of course, you could swap out the picture on the screen. You got the Daily Swole on the screen, so let's get some gorillas for that. By the way, if you're watching the Daily Swole on a TV, I love it when you guys take pictures and you post them up. So you can definitely flood the chats and stuff like that with pictures in the Swole Fam Telegram. Post pictures of what your room looks like. I like to see the podcast in action and where you bang your ear holes and eye holes, of course. All right, we got a deep post coming up in a second, but before we get even deeper, we're going to go balls deep eventually. Let's get this post from L. And oh, look at that puppers. My Swole pup Ruby and I getting our yoga in today. It's been a busy day shopping and meal prep and a busy weekend ahead, but we're still putting in time for a workout. Hashtag Swole fam, Swolga 7 pillars, and Swole pup. We get a lot of gorillas. We get a lot of gorillas for the Swole fam post. I like that bench over there. I like that bench with the logs. I like that kind of just rustic, seriously, just no frills attached, no sanding, just here, log, bench. That's man shit right there. Just bench. Look at that puppers. No, you good puppers. Speaking of puppers, let's get a little tainty boy in here. Let's get a little tainty boy, tainty cam. Everyone drop some biceps and gorillas for the tainty boy. He's sleeping, looking good. He's getting bigger and bigger every day. He's such a good boy. Always putting in his best effort. Always putting in all the effort for the podcast. It's showtime, Rufus, and he's focused. He's in the fucking zone. That's a great post, Al. Let's take this one from Mark. This is a heavy fucking post, but we like it deep. We like it deep. We like it hard, and I think Mark knows that. Mark writes, I'm a new member to the Swole fam. I was in a one-car accident in 2012 that left me with a shattered femur, ankle, and many, many broken ribs, lacerated liver, and my head through my windshield. I had to drag myself out of the vehicle through the passenger side on a rainy November night to a house for self-rescue. My fitness journey started there as I had to learn to walk again. I got into the best shape of my life at 36 years old with a gym, hiking, etc., and had a trip to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro booked when I was diagnosed with bladder cancer. Over time and several surgeries and treatments, the cancer started getting more widespread, the right ureter too, and aggressive. Statistically, for my age, I was the 1% of the 1% of the 1% to have this occur. Luckily, I have a badass, very skilled surgeon who recommended neobladder surgery. Basically, removing my bladder, right ureter, and prostate, he would then replace my ureter and bladder with a section of my small intestines. It's been a little over 6 months and all scans look great. Now, at 42 years old, I'm grateful to God for putting me through so much struggle because it has made me a stronger person. I'm currently at 6'4", 185 pounds, having lost 35 pounds, mostly from acidosis, a common side effect from neobladder surgery. It kills your appetite, energy, and even thirst. It hit me harder than COVID-19. It's been a long road, but I'm ready to become greater and stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually than I ever been. Pictures are listed: 2012 accident, 2015 after getting back into shape, and post-surgery picture from January of 2022, albeit inflamed and scrawny. I hope to grow and to help others grow as we all embark and continue on our journeys for a better quality of life. Thanks for the read, fellowship, and inspiration. There's no shame in being weak, but there is in staying that way. We all have to start or restart somewhere. Let's get after it, fam. Well said. And look at this fucking car crash. Oh my God. Let's get a little round of applause for Mark. There you go. So that was a car wreck. And I think this was what, 2015? This was 2015. And then, of course, more recently after the surgery. But man, that's fantastic that you're doing well. And that mindset is so important. I mean, that's a fucking terrible thing, a terrible ordeal. But the fact that you are still pushing forward and that your mindset is more positive and more forward thinking and more aggressive than so many people that have not been what you're going through. And unfortunately, maybe it took that to wake your ass up or to really light that fire under your ass. But like you said, you're grateful. You're turning into a positive. You're not being a victim. You're being a survivor. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Really inspirational, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing. That's a deep post. That's deep. I didn't think we were deep already. I mean, this is just the tip and we're fucking already going into it. So more gorillas from Mark. That's fucking fantastic. Good for you, Mark. Good for you. All right. Let's get into how do we move on from that? All right, let's just move right along. That's just fucking awesome. How do we just move right along to some Q&A? But much respect, Mark. Cerny writes, every time I think my life sucks, I read a post like this and realize how lucky I am. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is another reason why sharing your posts, if you think you don't have anything to add, like, oh, I've just been through tragedy after tragedy. Who wants to hear my story? I'm not posting any amazing transformation. Transformations don't only take place physically. You know, there's the psychological transformations, and the mindset that Mark has is something that we can all build off of. And agreed, anytime you think you have that low mood, whenever you're in a bad mood or a low mood or you're, a little just funk, everything seems gray, everything seems like it's going to be a fucking failure, nothing's ever going to work out. That's usually just because it's just the way the mind works. You think this state that you're currently in is always going to perpetuate, you're always going to have this, it's never going to end, it's going to go forever. And of course it doesn't. So the more you practice going through these low points and pushing through them, that's why it's so important to train when you don't feel like training. Not necessarily lifting heavy, but you train whether you feel like it or not. You do what you need to do because it's discipline. And the more you do that, the better you are at getting through those periods. The more you train and the more you practice, it's a practice. The more you practice training when you don't feel like it, guess what? It's going to get easier to execute when you don't feel like it. And we all know what happens when you don't feel like training and you train anyway, or you do your yoga, or you do your Swole 7, or you do your brain gains. You're going to feel better afterwards. So you know, okay, I feel like shit, but let me just do it anyway. It's going to suck, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to feel better afterwards. Why? Because every single time I've done this before, that's what's happened. And guess what? You do it again and it happens again. And you stay consistent as fuck. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I am
the danger.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
That's some fucking balls deep shit right there. That's some philosophy for your chins. That's what I'm talking about, fam. Let's go. Stephen Walker. All right. Drop your questions in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. And of course, the card is Swole Slut. So hashtag SSS at Swole Slut Saturday. Stephen, thoughts on healthy tanning and skincare. My thoughts on it. Well, I think you should get plenty of sun. I don't think you should be wearing sunscreen because those toxins and those poisons inside the sunscreen is much worse, is really not good for you. You should be getting sun. Your body is designed to absorb sun. Now, if you want to build up to that, if you don't get a lot of sun, you should start with early morning sun or late evening sun and build up to that from there. And eventually you'll be able to be out in the sun. It doesn't mean that you're going to sit out there and I'm out there at 12 or 1 o'clock just cooking in the Florida summer heat. But I go outside, no sunblock on. My skin is just fantastic. And of course, if I just lay in one spot and just cook like I'm on a frying pan, I can get burned or I can get sensitive. We were doing that. We had the little kiddie pool out for the 4th of July, and of course you're in the water, you're getting the reflection from the sun, you're cooled off at the same time. So you get more sun than you realize. So I definitely got a little bit like, I felt it. I felt like a lot of sun. So I kind of chilled out for the next day or so, but I built up to that. And plus you're going in the shade, you're moving around. So if you're just laying out there cooking, yeah, you can easily get sunburn. But if you're moving around doing stuff, just get some shade or cover up after a while and make sure you moisturize your skin. So I use jojoba oil. That's mimics the body's and the skin's natural oils. And if you have more questions about skincare and stuff like that, make sure you're joining in. If you're a member, and you are, make sure you join the Swole Normers Beauty Chat, because Mama Swolio is in there, and she's an expert on all that stuff. So you can make sure you go and ask her if you are interested in anything other specific, or you're dealing with any issues. Of course, when you improve your nutrition, your skin's gonna react much better to the sun. You're gonna be less likely to burn. Your body's gonna adapt to these things much more efficiently. So that's all I use on my skin is jojoba oil, and I get sun. So I got plenty of sun earlier. I got a lot of sun this morning, and of course it's around the middle of the day, but it's usually hotter, and the sun's the most brutal at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock. So I'll be definitely going in and out at that time. All right, Mark Morais, Papa Swolio, is the use of straps for deadlifting good for you, or is it cheating yourself? A little of both. It really depends. Grip strength is usually the weakest link. So if you use straps, you're going to be able to overload the muscles, for example, in your back, your glutes, your hip hinge. But I would definitely recommend strengthening your grip and making that not the weakest link. This is another reason why the steel club is one of the most effective tools in order to increase grip strength, because of the torque, because of the centrifugal force, because of the constant change in movement, your grip strength, your fingers, and just your ability to handle and that endurance of that kind of swing over and over again with a light weight is just fantastic for building up your strength. I've noticed exceptional improvements in my mace bell work, in my kettlebell work, in all my grip strength from just doing constant steel club work, especially at a light level. I don't go heavy every day, but I use the 5-pounder or 10-pounder very frequent, pretty much every day. So I think straps can be beneficial maybe for your heaviest sets, but I definitely think you shouldn't be using straps at the expense of your grip strength. All right, let's take some more questions from Instagram. If you do have more here, you can drop them. Sad231, best way to lose fat. I hate these fucking dumb questions. Best way to lose fat. Go to swolenormousx.com, download your copy of the 7 Pillars, and learn the fundamentals. Okay? I'm not even going to spend my time on some kind of a weak-ass question like that. The best way to lose fat. Go start there. Go start there. Learn why you're doing what you're doing. Mr. Chris with a K. Okay. Favorite mace exercises? Standard. I mean, they're just great. Just start with the swings. Start with the swings. That's what I do most frequently. There's all different types of movements. You could do things with your legs. You can do uppercuts and all sorts of things of that sort. But I just personally love the swings, just the standard swings. I mean, there's so many different exercises. So I don't pick favorites. We know that here. You all know that. I don't do the whole favorite game. But stick with the standards. A lot of people get too fancy. So make sure that you are building your mastery with the clubs and the maces. I recommend club first before mace, but make sure you're starting very light and give your body more time using the lighter club before you move on. I mean, it's not like, hey, I did this for a couple days. Let me go to a heavier one. You need weeks. You need weeks and weeks and weeks at a lighter club. Trust me, these are new movements, and your joints and your tendons and your ligaments, you want these aspects of you want the deep connective tissue to adapt, and they don't get great blood flow. So ligaments and tendons take a lot longer to strengthen. So make sure you give them the time to do so. All right, let's see. Will, Papa Swolio, what are your favorite ways to cook potatoes? Are there any other carbs you eat besides rice and potatoes? Rarely. I haven't had sweet potatoes or potatoes in a while. I would just bake them. Rice, small quantities. I'm not doing much rice, just mostly meat and fruit. So yeah, meat and fruit. The carbs I mostly focus on are fruit and fruit, dates, raw honey. That's what I use. So I've really been not having much rice, and I haven't had sweet potatoes in quite some time. But I did for a long time. I don't have issues with them, but I just haven't desired them. So I haven't forced it back in. Austin Sheridan, what has been your biggest mental obstacle? My biggest mental obstacle. I don't know. It's a good question. My biggest mental obstacle. I mean, they're all obstacles, but I guess if you think of them as obstacles, then it's makes it a little bit different. So I don't think of those things like obstacles. It's just something that you're working on, mindfulness training, brain gains. I don't actually have anything off the top of my head that's like the biggest obstacle. It doesn't mean that I don't have things that I have to work through, but I'm thinking like, the biggest thing that I'm always dealing with. I don't ponder on the actual, on that aspect of it. All right, let's see. Hemuth, Hemuth, GRT. I'm weak, so I started weight training, but now my biceps, triceps, and chest are in pain. How do I recover? Recover fast? I started weight training, so now my biceps, triceps, and chest are in pain. Get used to that shit. How do I recover fast? You did too much, so it's going to take what it takes to recover. Sleep, hydration, proper nutrition. Go to swolenormousx.com, download your copy of the 7 Pillars because you sound like a real noob, and that's important to make sure that you don't fuck yourself up. Get used to being sore. Get used to being sore. Lacey, do you ever eat figs? No, I don't. I haven't had figs in a while. I don't have access to figs. I don't think. I haven't seen them at the store and stuff like that. I guess you can. I don't know. I've never... Dates, yes, but is that close to a fig? I can't picture what a fig tastes like. All right, let's see here. Erdemer Dogan, Papa Swolio, which muscles does swinging your metal bat activate? All the muscle, all the small tendons, ligaments, muscles in your hand, forearm. It's great for just forearm balance. It's great for grip strength, elbow integrity, and shoulder mobility. So many. It's very good. It's very good. Of course, depends on how heavy you go. You can really get into some more macro muscles. Dargan76, how old is too old to keep lifting heavy weights? There is no age that's too old. Of course, you should always adjust your weight training to suit your capacity and what you're trying to accomplish. As you get older, you're not going to be lifting as strong or as heavy as you did when you were 20 or 30, but there is no age. So people that have been like strength training their entire life, they're going to lift a lot more than someone who hasn't done jack shit. If you're 80 years old, you never worked out, and your doctor's like, you should do some physical activity. It's never too late, but it's, you want to say, okay, it's never too late to start, but it kind of is. You know, if you wait to 80 years old, is it never too late to start? Okay, it's never too late to start, but you're not going to get the benefits from exercise as 80 in the same manner as if you started when you were 30 or 20 or 40 or 50. So start now is my point. So you'll definitely, later is not better. Okay. So if, like for me, because I've been lifting my whole life, when I'm older, let's say 60, 70, 80, I'm going to be lifting more than someone who's maybe starting at that age. So it's never too old, and heavy is relative. Heavy is very subjective. Depends on the individual. So for one person, 20 pounds might be really heavy. For another person, it might be a warm-up. Papa Steve, I've always been in pretty good shape, but at 60 years old, I can push myself in the gym way more than I can recover from in a reasonable time, of course. Any suggestions for helping improve recovery time? Yeah, cut down on the volume, cold plunge, sauna, proper sleep, nutrition. Yoga, swolga, mobility, foam rolling, all these things, massage are all good ideas. Recovery time is what decreases the most. That's why people take anabolic steroids, is because it decreases recovery time. It increases protein synthesis and muscle recovery and stuff like that. That's why people that take anabolics, one of the reasons why they can get so big too, is because they recover faster so they can do more volume in a shorter period of time. So it kind of like compresses, let's say, months and months of training into less time. But there could be other risk factors and stuff like that, but it depends on if you're doing excessive amounts or just TRT and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it takes longer for me to recover, and that's what I'm talking about in terms of volume and frequency. So I've been explaining lately how I've been dramatically doing more frequency of my training, but I also have been toning down on the volume per workout. I'm not doing as much. One, because I don't care about being like the fucking biggest I could possibly be. That's very exhausting. It's stressful. I don't feel like eating 5-6 fucking times a day. I'm not trying to put on size. It's uncomfortable for me. Okay. And that's just something that I'm fine with. I don't want to be like, a cartoon character anymore. I mean, I do like training and getting bigger and like getting leaner and having shape and feeling strong and getting a sick pump, but I don't care about, let's say, getting to be like 220 pounds lean. I'm around like 200. So that's usually where I feel the best, like high, mid 190s, 200. So I forget where we're going with that. So, but your recovery time is going to increase. So decrease the volume that you're doing per workout, and you can keep the frequency the same. Just decrease how much you're doing and maybe increase the intensity for that. All right. Let's see. Stephen, what are your favorite books on bettering yourself? Atomic Habits is a great one. 48 Laws of Power is fantastic. That's probably my favorite book of all time. Bettering Yourself. Off the top of my head, those are two really good ones. Check out the Papa Solio's book club on the Amazon store. When you log in, there's a lot of books there too. I would check those out. Personally, I like to listen to podcasts rather than sit there and read, just because I could do more things. I could be training or walking the dog and give myself time just to sit there and stare at a book. I do love reading, but just like I want to do stuff. I want to be moving. I want to be outside, and you could read outside, of course, and things like that. And I do, but I do like to read, and I read every night for sure. That's like my evening habit. I always read in bed, and I like to read science fiction. I like to read science fiction. Helps me sleep. I like just kind of getting lost in a story, but I like science fiction that actually means something. There's like political or there's social, and there's a lot of, I like the imagination of it. So right now I'm finishing up the Hyperion series. So if you like science fiction, Hyperion's a fucking sick series. It's awesome. It was hard, coming off Dune, all those books. I mean, they ended like, because because he died and his son took over. So the last book or two, like the quality just plummets, but hard to follow in the footsteps of a genius. But I like science fiction at night. But check out those books. I think Atomic Habits is one of the best ones that anyone can recommend, anyone that's trying to change their life. So for example, implementing the 7 pillars in your life. I mean, that's the Atomic Habits is the best way to set any kind of habit. It just teaches you how the brain works in terms of like reward and how to group habits together and stack habits that way, habit stacking. And then you can build those habits. So for example, if you want to start meditating in the morning, start with a minute, make it easy to access, make it unavoidable, have your stuff set up, have your meditation mat or your chair and everything, right? Make good habits unavoidable, make bad habits invisible. That's why when you have junk food, for example, you have to get that shit out of your fucking house. Anyone that thinks you're going to change your diet and keep all this garbage in your house, you're out of your fucking mind. It's like an alcoholic keeping alcohol in their house. You have to get that shit out of your fucking environment. So if you have a family, if you have all these people around you that are eating crap, it's like you're fucked. Your environment is poisonous and you can't get out of it. You're not changing it. Katerina, I once saw a really muscular guy at our gym. There aren't many really muscular guys at my gym. He didn't lift much, less than the others, but looked way better. Because most people have bad form or they have bad habits. You can lift a lot of weight and be strong, but you can eat like shit. You can not be sleeping properly. Some people are just naturally stronger than others. Could be like muscle length and limb length and all these other different factors that could be beneficial for strength. And muscle building isn't only about strength. Strength is a component of building muscle, but it's not the only component. It's volume and progressive overload. Will, at what age do you start the podcast, 7 Pillars Elimination Diet? Also, what made you realize you needed to start this lifestyle? I mean, I've been training and doing this stuff for over 20 years. So the podcast started in 2016. So nothing made me realize. I mean, it's just a journey, and I've always wanted to be healthy and lift. But at the beginning, when 20 years ago and stuff, when I was starting to bulk and get big, it was about getting as big as possible, not taking anabolics and shit like that. I might do some TRT at some point, but this is about being fucking huge and getting bigger and bigger and lifting heavy. And then it just gradually shifted into, I want to feel better. This bloating. I started learning more because I started having side effects. I started getting acid reflux. I started having a lot of really uncomfortable situations from eating low quality chicken and meats and, all these other processed and candy and shit like that and stuff that most people suck down like it's nothing because they're used to it. And I had acne my whole life and all these other problems. And yeah, you get rid of this shit and you start feeling better. You want to start navigating towards feeling better. You don't want to deal with all these issues that are food related and lifestyle related. And most people think it's like, oh, it's just something that people deal with. They deal with joint pain. They deal with bloating. They deal with exhaustion. No, they don't. If you trash your body, you do. If you don't trash your body, you don't deal with those things. I don't deal with joint pain. I don't deal with skin issues. I don't deal with eczema and psoriasis. Like, sure, I have things that occur. It's not like I live in a vacuum. But most things that people deal with is because of their lifestyle habits. They just don't want to address them because then they have to change their habits, and it's a scary thing. Let's go little tainty cam. Nothing like a little tainty cam. Oh, he's the sleepies. Remember, drop the hashtag SSS at Swole Slut Saturday. We'll take a couple more questions, then we're going to go balls deep. So make sure you drop that hashtag in the comments for a chance to win today's Swole card at the end of today's Sleevescast. All right. Cipri Houtier. Papa Swolio, shoulder pain advice. Very vague. Very vague. Don't know what the issue is, but of course it's usually because a posterior rotator cuff is weak. You have impingement. It could be any number of things. It could be your middle and lower traps need to be activated. You can do some therapeutic band exercises. Dead hangs could be beneficial depending on the situation. The steel club, very light, could be beneficial. Yoga is beneficial. So you probably couldn't ask more of a vague question like, ouchies, what to do? Ouchies. It's like, okay. Shoulder pain. From what? More details, please. Heidi, that's what my house is like. There is crap food everywhere here. I have the willpower of a god. I eat meat, butter, bone broth, fruit, and veggies. My life is more important. I'm proud of you, Heidi. But you can't, it's so hard. It's so hard. You can't depend on willpower. Willpower is meant for periodic. It's not meant for constant. Willpower is not there for 24/7 constant. Like, that shit needs to be out of your fucking house. Discipline is important. Willpower, like intermittently is very effective, but constantly that shit breaks. Just be careful with that. Be careful with that. Why is there shit food in your house, especially after you went through? What's your situation like? Just curious. I mean, as long as you're successful, that's great, but willpower is, leaning on willpower is a sketchy thing. I mean, if you get that out of your house and you have discipline, it's easier. So, for example, if I go somewhere and people are eating crap and like, oh, they're eating pizza. It's like, oh, it's a night and day. It's this contrast. Like, oh, and I don't feel restricted. Like, oh my God, I really want that. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm just like totally good. It's such an anomaly. If you're around it all the time, it's easier for you to break and to make an excuse and to, but yeah, when you have something that's like night and day, black and white coming out of your environment, it's much easier to push it off. Yeah, there you go, Nick. As someone who deals with sugar addiction, I cannot have soda in the house. Oh, you have roommates. Ooh. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, let's see. Let's see. Tom Lenchant. How heavy should a steel club be for a beginner? It should be less than 5 pounds. So if you're brand new, start with a 2-pound pair of clubs and maybe get 3s or 4s or 5s. But even if you've been lifting for a long time, you think you're strong, don't start with anything more than a 5-pounder. If you're new to lifting or relatively new to lifting within like a couple years or a few months, start with a 2-pound. The best thing, or the worst case scenario, if you get a 2-pound pair of clubs, you do it and you're like, oh, you learn the movement, and you do it for a while, and like, oh, this is pretty light. Trust me, it's more humbling than you realize. And if you make some mistakes or you're kind of off or you're kind of awkward, you're not gonna injure yourself. You're much less likely to injure yourself with a 2-pound club than you are with the 5. So the worst case scenario, you do it for a little bit and then, oh, you get to upgrade and your joints are stronger and you feel good. Then you do the 5 and you have good coordination. The worst thing I can have with a 5-pounder is you hurt your elbow and you can't do it for a long time. So better to start light. From the Daily Swole Telegram chat, let's see. Brandon, Papa Swolio, do you have any ideas for a cold plunge-like recovery for living in a small apartment? I have a tiny tub that wouldn't fit me at 6'5", and the complex are Karens about anything outside. Cold shower? Yeah, cold showers for sure. Definitely cold showers. Also, you can get, I don't know if it would fit in your tub. You can get one of those. I don't know if you see them on Amazon, but they have these plastic ones, or you can get, they have those. I think it's like $1,000. It's an ice barrel. You have to put the ice in it, but then it has to drain somewhere. So I don't know if you would put that in your bathroom. I don't know if it can attach to a hose and you can drain it. So cold showers are good. You could get one of these pop-up ones, like the plastic ones, and then fill it with ice, but then you have to bring the ice into your apartment. Cold showers are great, but they do have these like fold up like little, garbage cans or something like that, but they're plastic and you could fill it with ice. And then it's a matter of getting ice in there. But cold showers are a great place to start for sure. And you might want to there might be a gym. Some gyms or higher end gyms or like gyms that have like a spa or type environment. You might be able to do something where they have a cold plunge. They might have a pool. Some gyms have like a cold plunge pool. They might have a steam room and sauna, and maybe that's what you do. Maybe you make other sacrifices and you upgrade a gym membership that has some of those amenities, and then you can access that all the time. Depends on where you live. If you're in a small apartment, are you in like a city or an area like that, it could be worthwhile. So rather than buying a cold plunge, maybe your gym membership's $100 a month rather than spending $10 at Purple Planet. Then you can go there and use their stuff. Like a lot of people say it's a waste of money for an expensive gym membership. And sometimes you don't like the ambiance. You don't want it to be foofier, but if you have a nice amenities, shit, you could shower there. You keep your house clean. You go to the gym, you shower, you can steam, you can sauna, you can fucking cold plunge, you can do all this stuff at one of these gyms. It's like, let them clean it up. If you're using it, it can be more than worth it. More than worth it. All right. Let's see. Will7. Any tips for obese women who are just starting to work out and get nauseous easily? Yeah, make sure you're eating beforehand, not heavy. Make sure you have some, you're getting some, like maybe some fruit or something a little bit before you're working out. Start light. Don't start with a lot of volume. Just do a little bit and be consistent. Practice yoga and get your nutrition in order. Make sure you're breathing and start slow. It's about consistency. It's not about, usually when you're obese, you want to lose weight so fast and you tend to do more than you think you are, because you don't have a trainer, you don't have someone that knows what they're actually doing, and a lot of trainers don't know what they're doing, unfortunately. So that will go away. It's just because your body is not used to the stress. So I would recommend those types of things, and yoga is excellent because you're, working on your balance, your stability, your breath work, all that matters. But I would go to swolenormousx.com and download the 7 pillars and learn about the elimination diet, because that's going to help you get rid of a lot of extra body fat and extra water bloating. All right, we're there, fam. We are there. Let's go balls deep. Fucking A. Good questions. Good questions for the most part. That's deep. Good questions. Good questions. Yeah, make sure you're hydrated. Plus, also with nausea, make sure you're getting plenty of like salt too. That's very important. Don't listen to the bullshit like, oh, salt's bad for you. No, get some like Redmond sea salt or Celtic sea salt. Get some high quality salt. Don't be sucking down table salt. It's not the same thing. Most people are mineral deficient. They're electrolyte deficient. They're nutrition deficient. Most people are deficient with everything. Most people are deficient with everything. We talk about all the time when you go to the 7 pillars. Look at what people do. Think about the average person. Does the average person follow the 7 pillars? Nope. They don't do the first 6, but they do number 7. They do number 7. They're consistently doing jack fucking shit. So think about what most people do. 2D2, why the fuck are therapists saying going to the gym is a form of self-harm? What therapists are saying that? If you think going to the gym is a form of self-harm, then you're a fucking idiot. And we know that. Therapists are usually, oftentimes stupid, especially the woke ones. All right. Let's get into some balls deep content. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe, share the stream right now. Everyone share the stream. We're going balls deep. We got a little Tainty boy. Let's go a little Tainty reprieve. Very nice. Round of applause. Come on, man. Oh, be quiet, Brandon. We're going to go. We're going to do the balls deep. We're going now. Calm down. Calm your tits. Let's get into this first one. Let's see what we got here. All right, we're going to go right into the videos. Reminder, before we get into it, reminder that yesterday's overtime segment for members is now available in Swole TV. So when you join the Swole fam, swolenormousx.com, get access to all the overtime segments that we've done throughout our history, and check out this past week's overtime segment. It's fucking fire. Not only that, on Monday, July 11th, day after tomorrow, we have our accountability meeting for members at 12 noon Eastern time. Another reason to join the Swole fam. And of course, tomorrow we have our Sunday Fun Day Q&A, and that's for everyone. So make sure you hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. And of course, as a member, you'll get notified before we go live. We'll just take pure questions tomorrow, as we always do during the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Fun Day Q&A-ness. Fantastic. You bring the Q, I'm going to bring the brown eye, and we are going to make some fucking gains. We're going to make some brain gains. Accountability meeting, motherfuckers. And the Sunday Fun Day Q&A-ness. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. All right, video time. Let's see. Let's get into these. Ooh, what does this button do? Oh, Jesus Christ. Did we do that one already? How easy to lose weight? Oh, no, we didn't do this one. God, they look the same. On this, we've done this one. How many piercings can you possibly have in your nose? Is that 0? No, it isn't. All right, pick a number. 1, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Let's go. 1, 2, or 3.
Well, folks, eliminate
Drop
one tax loophole
Pick a number.
out of $1,600,000,000,000 worth. $1,400,000,000,000 worth. Out of $1,400,000,000.
Oh my God. I always say it every time. Every time I play that soundboard, I'm like, wait. It always seems longer than it was the last time. Just fucking tut today, Junior. Spit that shit out. All right, Dan Genovese, number 3. Number 3. Let's go. Number 3.
Boom shakalaka!
All right, this video. All right, so we get to blame Dan for all the shortcomings. This one's called Stitch. It's a stitch. How easy it is to lose weight. Drum roll, please.
It's honestly hilarious when thin folks talk about how easy it is to lose weight.
One of the most frustrating
Holy
things.
Shit. Oh my God. What the fuck is that? Hold on.
What the fuck is that?
That hit me hard. That's not a female. Looks like a female. Okay. We'll play that again. That really caught me by surprise. I do not watch these first, if you haven't noticed. Okay, let's do that again.
It's honestly hilarious when thin folks talk about how easy it is to lose weight.
One of the most frustrating things about thin people is they will take their experience of losing 10 to 20 pounds and then apply it to your experience.
Is that what they do? Lay off the menthols, fam. Lay off the menthols.
And they're like, well, I was able to lose this. Why aren't you able to lose yours? And they don't seem to realize that it takes a 4+ year commitment to lose like 200 pounds, which is what most people who are on the larger side of fat need to lose to be a healthy BMI.
Yeah, well, you put that on over your entire fucking life. Yeah, it does take a multiple year commitment. Well, you shouldn't have put on 200+ fucking pounds. So now you got to do the work to take it off. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's what happens when you trash yourself.
They just don't understand the scale and the commitment of trying to lose weight.
The scale and the commitment of what? Living like a human being, getting some sunlight, by the way, instead of spending all the time dyeing your fucking hair. Eating real food, it'll come right off if you just do some fundamental exercise. You don't even need to be a pro bodybuilder. Imagine if you're just eating meat, like you're just eating ground beef and meat and just going for walks. Can you imagine how much these people would lose a fucking ton of weight? A ton of weight.
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
All you have to do is go pretty much carnivore and eat some fruit, and you'll melt. You'll melt. All these people, Tess Holiday, all these body positive, Lizzo, all this bullshit. Of course, the wokesters are all plant-based. That's why they can't fucking lose weight. You will change your life if you just change your nutrition. The fucking fastest thing. All right, let's continue.
And they also don't understand the risks that you have if you choose the wrong diet. It can seriously mess up your body.
It's not messing up your body more than stuffing your face with donuts. It's not worse than donuts.
Because oftentimes Diets are not promoted because they're healthy. They're promoted because they're new and trendy.
Yeah, that's true. So don't do a new and trendy diet. Go old school. Eat the way we've evolved to eat for millennia. Okay, there's that. There's that. I don't know if that person was like... I feel like that person was explaining what we always talk about. Like, that individual wasn't wrong, but it's like, why don't you just do it? That person's not eating healthy. That person's not doing it right. I mean... But you know, when you create your identity around being obese, having piercings and bright hair and stuff like that, you can't change because that's who you are. You have your following, you have people that like you for your pandering and for your victim mentality. You box yourself into a corner where you can't change. That's the problem. Yeesh. It's not a diet. It's called eating healthy. It's called eating properly. It's called real fucking food. I got a new diet for you. Close your fucking mouth. I got a new diet for you. Stop eating garbage. I got a new diet for you. Eat some beef. Eat some fucking meat. Eat some fucking meat. All right, pick a number. 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
All right, the underguns of the interweb. It's Swole Slut Saturday. We're making gains, taking names. I love how it's like, it's a multi-year commitment. You don't say multi-year commitment. Are you planning on being around and living longer? Yeah. Anything you do should be a multiple-year commitment, unless you're planning on dying tomorrow. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, Dan.
Matt Damon.
Dan Damon over here. Sorry about that one. Yeah. Accepted. All right. Let's go. Heidi, number 1. Heidi, numero uno.
And that's the way, I like it. Casey on the Sunshine Band.
All right, Fatphobic Doctor in the house. Fatphobic Doctor. Oh, boy. Notice how everyone complaining about fatphobic doctors are fat. And they just don't like hearing the truth. They don't like hearing the truth. They've been lied to by Sports Illustrated. You could be fat and be on the cover of a magazine. They're just trying to sell magazine covers and copies of a magazine because the magazine industry is dying. They don't care about your health. They're just trying to get more subscriptions. Who reads Sports Illustrated? Like, who actually reads it? By the way, these are magazines. Who reads these fucking things? No one does.
Man, isn't it funny that you go to the doctor for debilitating nausea attacks and
All right, let's start this one again. So this person is literally in both front seats. Huge. Septum piercing, if I'm not mistaken. Harry Potter glasses. I'm not mistaken on that. Huge. All right. And this is not to make fun of the individual, but this is just the fact. You're going to the doctor's going to be like, what are you doing to yourself? Just fundamentally. So you're going there morbidly obese. Her cheeks are bright fucking red. Like bright fucking red. Bright fucking red. Her chin, her face. She looks like she's going to be exploding. She looks so ill. Shocker that the doctor's going to be like, wow, you're not healthy. Like, you don't need to go to a doctor for them to tell you you're not healthy. You can just look in the mirror. Okay, let's play it.
Man, isn't it funny that you go to the doctor for debilitating nausea attacks and migraines?
Debilitating nausea and migraines. Nutrition. Continue.
And to get a refill on your antidepressants.
Hold on a second. Thank you, Howard. Howard the duck. Howard the screaming duck. My antidepressants. You don't say.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Isn't it ridiculous when you go to the doctor with constant nausea, migraines, to get a refill on my antidepressants? Jesus Christ. When they tell you to change your lifestyle habits. Oh, what a horrible physician. Oh my God. The culture. Oh my God, the phobia. Oh my God, of course your antidepressants.
And to get a refill on your antidepressants. And they're like, all you have to do is lose weight, and then all of your problems will be taken care of.
Yeah, if you ate healthier, my God, your face is fucking exploding like a blueberry. If you ate healthier and took care of your life, you wouldn't have any of these issues. You wouldn't need your antidepressants. Guaranteed. Come on now.
That does not make me any more depressed or anxious at all. Thank you for this quick and simple fix that will surely get me feeling better.
You're the quick and simple fix. Oh my God. You mean it's going to take effort? Oh my God, it's going to take work? Oh no. I'm going to have to do something. Oh no. The sarcastic, thanks for the quick and simple fix. It's not supposed to be fucking quick. It wasn't quick to get you to look like this. This wasn't quick. It's fucking pathetic.
Right away.
Come on now.
Appreciate your help.
Come on.
Doctor who is paid so little.
What? Doctor who is paid so little? I don't think this person understands how much doctors make, number one. Number two, a lot of that salary is going, or that income is going towards malpractice insurance to cover from all you fucking people complaining all the time and filing lawsuits for your own fucking problems. So doctors have to insure themselves up the fucking ass with all that red tape and bullshit. Yo, if you're watching this, if this individual's watching this video or this podcast, send us an email, join the Swole fam today. We'll fucking help you out. But, I don't think you will because I don't think you want help. I think you just want to be lied to while you eat yourself to death. That's fucking disgusting. That's sick. That's sick. That's some sick shit. And that's the mindset that so many Americans are satisfied with. So many people in this world, you're satisfied with, oh, this doctor, great advice. It is great advice. How come you won't do a goddamn thing? Now saying, oh, you should lose some weight. What that translates to, for anyone that has a couple brain cells to rub together, it means you need to change your habits so that you lose weight. You don't just go, I'm going to lose weight. No, you have to change the fucking shit that you do every day. Guarantee she eats like crap. Guarantee she doesn't exercise. Guarantee she doesn't get sun. Guarantee she doesn't meditate. Guarantee she doesn't do yoga. Guarantee she doesn't do a fucking thing. And then's complain, the doctor didn't tell me things that I wanted to hear. Pathetic. Pathetic. That mindset is fucking disgusting. It's pathetic. It's not supposed to be fast. Oh, thanks for the quick and easy solution. You want a quick and easy solution? Yeah, here's some more antidepressants. Have fun killing yourself. Awful. Last one here is called Me versus Chair. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's all I got to say.
So I have a funny story I want to share about something that happened at work.
Why the angle? Why the glasses? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why?
Just smile and wave,
Why?
boys. Smile and wave.
Why?
But I feel like it's also kind of just like a fat body acceptance. Like, I am accepting my fat body story. So I was doing an interview in our small conference room with another manager, and we have these chairs. So if you've seen anything on TikTok about fat bodies and things that frustrate us, it is chairs.
Oh my God. The poor fucking chairs. Those poor fucking chairs. This is the fucking chairs tapping out.
Sit!
The chairs are like,
Sit!
she's sitting on the chair.
Sit!
The chair's like, Marty. The chair's tapping out hard. Oh God.
And these ones are like the pleather or leather, whatever. I think it's fake. But that sort of leather that almost like suctions in on you when you sit on it too. So as I was getting up to shake the hand of the person we were interviewing, the chair came with me.
Because you're too fucking fat. My God, you're too fat.
I'm a huge bitch.
If you're getting stuck in the chair, you stood up and the chair went with you. What does that say? No, it's the chair's fault. Can you imagine, fam? It's the chair's fucking fault That evil chair with that consciousness. It was grabbing me. You mean you wedged yourself into a chair? You're so big, you can't get out of a fucking chair. By the way, you don't just stand up. You push down then. Chair came with you. Vomit.
I was standing up, I could feel it moving up with me, and I was like, all right, this is happening. So while one of my hands was extended to shake their hand, the other one was just pushing the chair back down to the ground.
There you go.
And I know both of them saw the chair coming up with me,
Yeah,
but I didn't even care. It is what it is, right?
It is.
Hope that made you smile.
It is what it is. Yeah, your obesity is what it is. Oh my God, have fun with that diabetes. Jesus Christ.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
That chair, that savage chair. When you need a goddamn futon to sit down so you can be comfortable, that's a sign. It's not funny. This is the shit that bothers me. A lot of you are a part of the Swole fam, and you might be obese. I don't hate obese people. I don't hate obese people. I do hate the fact that people are justifying obesity. I dislike it strongly when people are in denial of reality. It's so fucking frustrating. We need to eradicate that mindset from our reality, from our existence. Not the people, the mindset, okay? You might be fat, okay, but is your brain fat? Do you have a fat mind? Do you have this fat victim pussy mindset? Or are you working to change it and make improvements? We all start somewhere. Some of you start obese, okay? Are you justifying? Are you like, oh my God, I hope that made you laugh. That's so funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. You're so fucking fat, you can't get out of a chair. No one's laughing. That's horrific. That's a horrific thing. What are you doing to change that? Nothing. Fat acceptance, thought I'd make you laugh. When you look like that and you don't see that as that's an immediate threat to her life. You're alive now. If a chair comes with you when you stand up, either you're glued to it or you're so fucking obese. Imagine trying to overcome a chair because it has arms. Imagine having issues with chairs because it has arms. I felt it coming with me. I know they saw me. I had to push it down with my other hand. Bro. Fucking bro.
I better use my strong hand.
All right. Hashtag SSS. You know the deal. We got a Swole card to give away. Oh my God. We got a Swole slut. I think we got a Swole slut. I think we already got a Swole slut in our midst. We're not even going to waste any time with it. If you caught the beginning of the show, my goodness, do we have a fucking Swole slut. Today's card goes to Mark. What an amazing story. An amazing fucking story.
Congratulations!
Straight up. Mark is a filthy fucking Swole slut. That's a Swole slut post right there. That's from the Facebook group. I'm just going to scroll down. This is Mark's accident. Now, of course, he wasn't in the Swole fam when he had this accident. The Swole fam didn't exist back when he had the accident. But this is something that is just so absolutely just powerful. Just his mindset. Go back and scroll back and, catch the beginning of this. If you are a part of the Swole fam, and most of you are that are watching live, make sure you go into the Facebook group and tell Mark that he won today's Swole card. Mark sent us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2255 in the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. It's much deserved. Congratulations again, Mark. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. And we'll take some soundboard requests. A reminder that the overtime segment from yesterday is now available. If you missed it, overtime's available for members only inside Swole TV. So catch yesterday's segment inside Swole TV. It's fantastic. Go and comment on Mark's post in the Facebook group. Let him know. That's an amazing story. So go catch your overtime now. You got a little tainty boy. And we will take some soundboard requests.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball!
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
So Per is a neopronoun that comes from the word person, which is why I really like him.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
What's in the box?
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
Oh, we're jamming hard, fam. We're jamming hard. Is it Saturday already? Is it Saturday?
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Fucking nailed it. Oh, Tainty Boy gets a treat. You get the Tainty treats. He gets the Tainty treats.
I got hairy legs.
I have hairy legs. I do. Nailed it again.
Matt Damon. The attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Emotional damage.
Got a little piano cock coming up. Ooh. No hands, how's he do it? Gotta make it inside the keyboard. Ooh, my goodness. Undefeated. All right, fam, join the Swole fam today over at swolenormousx.com. We have a lot of stuff going on. Reminder, yesterday's overtime is now available inside Swole TV. Also, tomorrow we have Ask Papa Swole live. It's the Red, White, and Swole Sunday Fun Day Q&A. Pure questions tomorrow. Turn on your notifications, turn on your notification bell, all the icons, all that stuff. But a reminder, YouTube doesn't always let you know. They're not going to let these apps they're so used. They want to keep you on the app. They're not going to alert you every time, even if you choose it. So make sure you join the fam today. With all memberships, you get access to Swole Text, the Swole Signal. So wherever you are in the world, either you get an SMS if you're in the US and Canada, you get a text message. If you are international, you could turn on your alerts for Telegram. You'll get alert on Discord. You get alert on every single app. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can have the alert of your choice and you'll never miss a single live stream. So I'll let you know when we're going live. You could join in. And of course, on Sundays, pure questions. And of course, Monday is our weekly accountability meeting. So if you're part of the fam, we have brand new releases. It's a private call every single Monday. Join in. We have members come up on the stage and ask questions. It's fun. You get axed. We have executions on Mondays. The streets run red with members' blood. It's fantastic. If you don't know, you're going to find out. It's your first accountability meeting. We love the slaughter. We love the bloodshed. It's fantastic. So we all get our weekly dose of iron on Mondays. So make sure you're there for that fun fucking time. Join the fam today. The greatest fam in the realm, the Swole fam. So tomorrow, Sunday Fun Day, Ask Papa Swole live. Episode 2256 mañana. I'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, go hard in the paint. my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollie.